So we've been fully live since September. And we have about 800 nurses who are signed up to the app, which is about 70% of the staff who pick up temporary staffing shifts. So we think that's a really good number and it gives us good coverage. We're filling about 350 shifts a week, which has been growing steadily since September, and we expect that to continue a bit further. And that covers 27 areas. So we've got nurses working in the emergency department, neonatal intensive care, you name it, the app is live in all of those areas.
For individuals within the bank, it helps to increase their visibility of those shifts. And I think it's more aligned to what staff expect now from an interaction with a company.
In Milton Keynes, we've been using the RightStaff app for a number of months now with a increasing success. The nurses have found it a platform that they both can communicate through but also plan their lives.
It's really improved my workload. So rather than us spending time putting it onto the system and constantly putting it on there, constantly checking what's going on, it goes straight out, people put their own shifts in, just makes it so much easier than the paper form and then adding it ourselves. It's reduced all of that by actually quite dramatically, because it used to be a couple of hours a week, a couple of hours a day sometimes you'd spend doing the roster and trying to figure out where people are going, and actually you don't have any of that time anymore. It's really cut it down, the amount of time that you spend trying to fill in shifts.
Yes, I do really like the app. It's so much easier for me to book my shifts now, not having to find the off duty, fill it out, sort it out. It's just on my phone, I can do it from home. It's brilliant.
I use the app regular to book all my shifts, and I find it very convenient.
Yeah, even me, I use also the apps regularly, and it's easy to use it. It's very convenient.
I like using the app, it's really handy having it on my phone. Obviously it's really quick and easy to book shifts, especially when we don't always have time around the wards. You can just have a quick look, especially when you're at home or anything like that, and just see what shifts are available. So it's really easy, it's much easier than the process we had before.
I think most critically for me, one of the best things that the app has enabled has been a driving culture. So again, one of the things we've been trying to do here is to try and move away from the paper-based way of doing things. And I know that that's in the comfort zone of particular ward staff, and certainly within the comfort zone of some of our internal colleagues in the temporary staffing team. But what this has helped to do is to move us away from that. And soon I hope we're going to be in a position where we can mandate use of the app.
So the RightStaff app has been fantastic for us. I mean, typically we don't get to reach the nursing group, and having the ability to be able to broadcast all of those has been absolutely brilliant.
And what I really look forward to is utilising the app as another way of communicating with staff, particularly the staff who are hard to reach. The healthcare assistants who don't necessarily have access to emails readily within an organisation, or don't feel they've got access to emails readily, but they always have got their phone with them. So this is a really interesting use of the app going forward. And on top of that, I think what we've looked at is the scope of particularly looking at emergency planning. I think emergency planning has a great opportunity to work with us, particularly if we're looking at major instances or outbreaks. And if we have a bad flu season, I can see the app really helping us out.